Our community is strengthened by visionary philanthropists whose generosity, leadership, and care create a legacy of lasting impact. Tonight, we honor Dr. Cliff and Gay Hall with the 2025 Award for Outstanding Lifetime Achievement in Philanthropy. Together since their marriage in 1985, Cliff and Gay's enduring partnership has been defined by compassion, purpose, and mutual devotion to service. Dedicated to improving the health, environment, and vitality of Benton County, their story is one of quiet leadership, steadfast purpose, and a deep love for this place they call home. From the beginning, service has been central to their lives. Cliff, a respected pulmonologist, and Gay, a registered nurse, have devoted their careers to compassionate, high-quality healthcare. Together, they've strengthened local medical education, inspired new generations of caregivers, and worked to ensure that access to exceptional healthcare endures for all. Their philanthropy extends far beyond medicine. Through their vision and generosity, the Halls have invested deeply in the land itself, transforming an overgrazed farm in Kings Valley into Lucky Amute Meadows, a breathtaking 155-acre wildlife refuge and outdoor classroom now protected permanently for the community. Whether nurturing the natural beauty of Benton County, supporting young musicians, or empowering nonprofits through their transformative giving, Cliff and Gay lead by example, showing what it means to give deeply and think long-term. Please join us in presenting Dr. Cliff and Gay Hall with this year's award for Outstanding Lifetime Achievement in Philanthropy.
We met at the Corvallis Clinic. I had known Gay for a number of years. Gay and I decided to get married in 1985.
I worked for Cliff my first job after I finished nursing school. Yeah.
And she was the most lovely nurse at the Corvallis Clinic.
I read a lot of books when I was a girl. There were a series of books written about a nurse, and she did home health nursing, and they were like adventures that she went on. I really liked the thought of helping people.
I would echo what Gay has said. I'd only been in Corvallis for about a week, and Dr. Lehman, who was just an outstanding physician, and he came down to my office at the old Corvallis Clinic and said to me, Cliff, what are you doing this evening? And I didn't know, what kind of a question is that to ask me? He said, you're coming with, if you don't have anything planned, you're coming with me down to Sunflower House. And then I learned that that was the free clinic. And that started me on a pathway in terms of giving back to the community. It really comes down to people setting examples. And Gay and I together have been so fortunate in this community that it would almost be a crime not to give back in a generous way.
In 1999, Cliff and Gay purchased a heavily grazed farm in Kings Valley, not to farm it, but to restore it. Over the next 2 decades, they poured their time, energy, and resources into transforming the land into Lucky Amute Meadows, where native plants, wetlands, and forests now thrive. Working hand in hand with Greenbelt Land Trust, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the Benton County Soil and Water Conservation District, and even students from Kings Valley Charter School, the Halls have planted more than 100,000 native trees and plants, creating an ecological haven for learning, discovery, and renewal. Cliff estimates that more than 65,000 of those trees were planted by his own hands. In 2022, the Halls made a transformative gift of the entire property to the Kings Valley Community Trust, ensuring its protection and public access for generations to come. Today, the Lucky Amute Meadows stands as both a sanctuary for wildlife and a living classroom for the community, a lasting expression of the Hall's vision to leave this land better than we found it.
What I really wanted to do was to plant trees and when I retired, and to help restore, do something special with the land. This property was 80 acres that was available out here that was on both sides of this little creek and ran down to the Lucky Amute River. And we came down and we walked this property and came down to an area where there were 3 absolutely magnificent trees. I looked at those trees and I knew I wanted this property. I've retired 4 times.
And I have to say, I have to interject that for him to retire to the farm was a full-time job, because he spent between 6 and 8 hours a day outside planting trees, putting up fencing, digging post holes, doing all kinds of things, really hard physical work. It wasn't like he was just sitting on the back porch, drinking a beer, reading a book.
But I loved it. I absolutely loved it. People would look at me and think I was crazy. And so of the 100,000 trees that have been planted, we have a very good survival of those trees. And right now we have some that are 60 feet tall 25 years later. Leaving the property was very difficult. Donating it to the Kings Valley Community Trust. That was a very positive thing when Gay and I made the decision that instead of trying to sell it to the trust, that a donation made the most sense, and the money that they had raised, that would go into an endowment for the maintenance and upkeep of the property. Someone said the true measure of a man is one who plants a tree in whose shade he knows he will never sit. I've always thought that was something that'd be really happy if somebody said that about me.